Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's third and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather. So 10 to 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 26th of April, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with its GPS and some ensemble. Maybe on try a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the Beijing Climate Centre for the next 40 days at the end of the video, as we cannot access CFS today. I know what's happened, but no CPC and NCEP seem to be down and have been inaccessible for several hours. So, instead of CFS, have a look at the Beijing Climate Centre instead. So please like, share and subscribe on all our today's videos and content. Thank you so much everyone for doing that. Just say that the first video release is our 6 UK weather forecast. We've also released extended European outlook. Check out those two bits and say like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And thank you so much everybody for doing this for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, everyone. Right, going to start off with central temperature. We're running quite late today. Going to start off central temperature. Seating is currently sitting at 11.2, that is 3.3 degrees above 61 to 99 average. That is provisional to yesterday, 15th of April. So the first half of April coming in above 3 degrees, coming in 3 degrees above the 61 to 99 average. A very warm start to April, along with what was a very mild March put your teeth in, Cal. Exceptionally mild February. January was a little bit closer to average, though. These were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. The next couple of weeks, we're at Swansea today. The red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for Swansea, starting out cooler than average at the moment. We'll see the upper air temperature returning closer to average as we go through weekend and start next week, and then falling away again as we go through the last week of April, becoming quite cool again potentially. Although you'll notice a thick green line, which is the GFS 6N operation run, that really takes off in the extended range into the opening days of May. That really lifts up a lot. So it's an outlier, clearly, quite a significant outlier at the very end. The ensemble mean, which is the white line here, that sticks around closer to or even a little bit below average through the closing days of April into May. But you will see that GFS 6N operation run, seeing how that becomes warm or even very warm at very end. Precipitation-wise, not much. So next week, certainly looking reasonably dry. To be honest, a few showers to start us off, but a lot of dry weather really through to the weekend. Possibly more in the way of precipitation by the end of April into the beginning of May. But of course, that is extended range and is therefore unreliable. Temperature anomalies from the 15th, 23rd of April coming out. So that's what updated since yesterday. Actually has it. So we shall move on from that rather smartly. Good save there, Gav, right? So we'll move on. We'll forget that. We'll move on to later from that from urbanoldschool.net. All sorts of problems going on today with these third-party websites. So later from that shows that we're in northerly winds today, with low pressure to the east and high pressure out in the Atlantic. So that's a reason it's feeling pretty chilly. Excuse me, everybody. Right, let's start going through chart data. This is our latest UK Met Euro run. It's looking big night on Friday. So we've got a low pressure area running down the North Sea with high pressure out in the Atlantic. Into the weekend, high pressure starts ridging in from the west. Should be mostly dry, but could be quite chilly under that area of high pressure, particularly so at night. Shouldn't be too bad by day. That's the scenario by this time next week, Tuesday 23rd of April, still with that high pressure in control in the ascendancy, more or less sitting over top of the country. I can't again bring that area of low pressure southward through the North Sea and moving towards Denmark and Germany. High pressure beginning to ease its way in from off the Atlantic as we go through the weekend. On into next week, high pressure is in control, sitting very close to the country, and lots of dry and fine weather again. Could be quite chilly by night in particular, and if high pressure by day shouldn't be too bad at all. We really are looking high and dry there with Icon as we come to the end of it. Maybe a bit of a northeasterly flow, coupling a few showers into southeast, but basically high pressure dominating. The KMA looking like this. So again, we've got low pressure from down the North Sea at the end of the week. Then high pressure takes over through the weekend. turns the wind into the east, so get a little bit more of an easterly with the KMA. That could be quite chilly, could drag in quite a lot of cloud as well. And always saying on the cold side, or the cool side of a ridge, high pressure in the Atlantic, so winds continuing to come from like a northerly northeasterly direction. Another area of low pressure dropping in there from the north as we come towards the KMA, end of KMA run, ending up looking quite unsettled by the 28th of April. Signs of low pressure coming back in from off the Atlantic then, so rather cool and unsettled finish with the KMA. The GFS midnight run, again, with that low pressure dropping through the North Sea on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sees high pressure taking over from the Atlantic. High pressure sticks around the country the early part of next week, before pulling away to the northwest with another low dropping in through the North Sea. Winds turn into the northeast, so that could bring showering conditions into northern and eastern parts of the country. That's the setup at day 10, with high pressure around Greenland, Iceland, low pressure over Scandinavia, and again the winds are coming in from a northerly or northeasterly direction, with showers in particular into eastern parts of the country. Beyond that, high pressure begins to slip southwards back into western parts of Europe, bringing mostly dry conditions in with it. That's how we end up with GFS midnight run. High pressure again between Scotland and Iceland, and bringing a little bit of a northeast wind. Certainly a very strong anticyclonic signal for the rest of April there with the GFS output. Now that GFS 6Z run, which we know will become a warm outlier, let's see how that happens, shall we? Again, we've got low pressure in the North Sea on Friday. Could be a few showers at each region, and high pressure takes over for the weekend. Mostly dry, but could be chilling under that area of high pressure. Into next week, high pressure pulls out to the northwest, low pressure drops to the North Sea, winds turn into a northerly or northeast direction. That could bring showery conditions in with it, and just an increasing trend towards lower pressure then with GFS 6 as we come to around day 10. That is day 10, 26th of April, and just a trough generally starting to develop, or lower heights generally starting to develop through the north and the west of Europe. Now, how does it become a warm outlier? Well, we get low pressure setting up to the west of Ireland with high pressure to our north-northeast. That pulls up more of a southerly or a southeasterly flow. So eventually, we start bringing the air in from off the continent. If you have a look at the upper air temperatures with this, there's a plus 10 celsius iceberg starting to get dragged in on those east to southeast winds, courtesy of high pressure over Scandinavia and low pressure in the Atlantic, combining to pull in those easterlies. That's how we look by the end of the GFS 6Z road. Gets the 2nd of May. Again, we've got winds coming in from that east to southeasterly direction. We'll look at the upper air temperature, plus 10 celsius iceberg has been pulled in from off the continent, but have got low pressure down towards Biscay. If that pushes northwards, that brings a threat of some very wet weather up from the south too. So maybe warm and wet start May with that. Remember, it was an outlier though. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Make sure to show everyone for dear Matt. Want to drop a comment and say what you think about this and all about our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids, get them to subscribe too. Thank you so much everyone for doing that. We've reached 18.1k. Thank you so much everyone. We're going to push on to 18.2k next. Okay, GM, low pressure plunging down the North Sea, bringing showers and or longer spells of rain. Don't forget to tell your friends, family, your neighbour, your doctor, your vicar, and even your mother-in-law to subscribe to our channel. Get us to 18.2k. Thanks so much, everyone. Right, GM, low pressure plunging down the North Sea, of right then high pressure in from the Atlantic through the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, under high pressure, mostly dry. Into the start of next week, high pressure begins to ease away to the northwest. Low pressure over Scandinavia into Germany as well, combining to bring in more of a northerly or northeasterly flow. That's the scenario at day 10, which is Friday the 26th of April, a blocking area of high pressure around Greenland, Iceland, low pressures to the east, and winds are being brought in from a northeasterly direction. So looking chilly and unsettled and showery by days 8, 9, 10 with the gem. And then the east share looks like that again. We've got low pressure pressing down the North Sea, down the North Sea on Friday. Low pressure, high pressure building in from the Atlantic through Saturday, and certainly mostly dry with that area of high pressure. High pressure sticks around into next week. We're on the cool side of the ridge, so it won't be a heat wave. We bring the wind in from the north-northeast, but should be a lot of dry weather ongoing. as we go into next week. And by the end of next week, Friday 26th of April, day 10, just lowering the height, perhaps enough to produce a few showers. Things I've got on the table within the ECM on top of day 4, day 10. No, what I'm talking about, this is the precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from Meteo.com. So let's have a look at that there. What's he doing? So, yes, we've got showers over the next day or so. This whole video's falling apart, really, isn't it? The whole thing's falling apart like a blancmange on the kitchen floor. No, so showers the next couple of days, and then we're mainly dry in the south anyway, at the end of the week, but more wet weather is likely in the north. Be professional, Gav. Be professional. Do the day job. Do the day job. Then high pressure takes over into the weekend. Get rid of all those showery possibilities and most dry. But there is a few showers still flirting with each region. But over the weekend is South next week. Quite a bit of dry weather. Some showers here and there. That's how we end up. So again, a few showers scattered about, but not completely dry, but a lot more in way dry weather compared to what I've been used to. Now, these are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today, 4-day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office. Gets us to the 26th of April. 19 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to the north and to the west, low pressure to the south, and winds tend to be coming in from more of an easterly direction with that one. Well, we've got 14 with low pressure again across northern west parts of Europe. High pressure further away towards Greenland and Iceland, so that's cool and a little bit more unsettled as well, rather showery. Then we've got 11 with a trough low pressure right over top of the country in combination with northern blocking. Now that looks quite unsettled as well. And we've got 7 here with high pressure to the north, and that'll be bringing the wind from an easterly direction. So we've got 19 and 7, which I make 26, right? That's right, isn't it? I was off school today, but teaching maths. No, we've got 19 and 7, which are quite anticyclonic, but we've got 14 and 11, which I make 25. That are much more unsettled. So it's virtually a 50-50 split, actually, within the ECM ensembles there as to whether we're settled or unsettled at day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. It will get us to May Day, the 1st of May. 14 members of the ECM ensembles with a bit of high pressure to the north, low pressure to the south, wind coming in from an easterly direction with that one. 13 with a ridge from the Atlantic into northern Europe. Should be mostly dry with that one. 12 with high pressure around Iceland, low pressure over France, winds coming in from the easterly direction. That's going to be much cooler and much more unsettled. 6 with low pressure in from the Atlantic. That's going to be quite unsettled too. And another 6 with deep trough low pressure through northern and western parts of Europe. That one also looking quite unsettled. Very split, I think, within the ECM ensembles as to where we go and whether it'll be high pressure or low pressure at both day 10 and day 14. Right, CFSV2 finally. No, I'm talking about Basic Climate Centre, finally. Now, you've got to give me that one because, you know, I'm used to saying CFS every single day, and we don't have it today. So you've got to give me that little error. All right, everyone, just give me that little error. No, this is the Precipitation Climate Centre. These are the 10-day 500 millibar high stories for the next 40 days, broken down into 10-day periods. The first 10 days will take us from the 16th to the 25th of April. So that's going to be unsettled with low pressure to the north and the northeast. High pressure is to the west and southwest, winds coming in from a westerly direction with that. So rather showery to start us off. But the next 10-day period, which takes us from the 26th of April to the 5th of May, sees high pressure reaching in from the Atlantic into Western Europe. And so that should see more in way of drier and warmer conditions. Next 10-day period, days 21 to 30, I think that's going to be, is the 6th through to the 15th of May. Again, strong anticyclonic signals here from the Atlantic into West Europe. Should be a lot of dry weather with that, and pretty warm. And the anticyclone strengthens into the final 10-day period, days 31 to 40. That's the 16th to 25th of May. Strong area of high pressure right over the top of UK and Ireland. Should be a lot of dry and warm weather in May if this is correct. So after all of the wet weather, maybe we're going to go flying off into into a drought or something in May. We shall see. It's all speculation, and we'll find out tomorrow, hopefully, if it's about what the CFS has got to say about the next 4 weeks. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, and why wouldn't you have done? Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids, get them to subscribe too. And we thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Right, just tell us how on channel tomorrow. Go 6 a.m. UK weather forecast, and there'll be a 10 to 14 days, so please keep checking back for more. But for this video and for today's videos, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.